Charlie Greer podcast again today. Georgia Guidestones. Goodbye, Georgia Guidestones. Sayonara. We'll miss you. Someone done blew them up. Hey. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. They got blown up. I love my window. Both my windows. Anyway, we're moving on. The Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, someone done blow them up. Yeah, somebody. You need a little bit of dynamite or something. That was like marble or some kind of thick stone. The Georgia Guidestones, if you don't know, part of the zeitgeist, the kind of a macabre, what do you call that, man? A statue or something, It's in Georgia, duh. And it had, a lot of languages, had all, the worst one was the first one, like keep the population under 500 million. Well, how are you going to do that besides, that's what you're going to do. Oh, okay. And who, supposedly this guy, RC Christian, if that ain't an alias, man, RC Christian. Mm-hmm. What is what the RC said? Rosa Christian, whatever. I, for one, welcome the destruction of the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, be gone. They're probably going to. Matter of fact, that was probably needed. Let's just blow it up. We've already done, and of course they pick some kind of. See, you have to do everything covet means in the shadows. See, right in your face though, and we don't even know who. Like the guy, somebody came in, bought the land. And then, got a mason company, stone company to build this thing. Swore them to secrecy. And who can keep secret in Georgia? Come on, man. I'm from Tennessee. Huh? Yeah, something like that. It's, they know. People know. It's a group of people. It's something stupid. Maybe it got too known. Man, let's bring a lot of heat on it. We better blow it up. Send Mossy and them and they'll. Yeah, they again, certain parts of the world in America, wherever, are overpopulated. But then there's underpopulation, man. They in Georgia. Let me tell you, okay. I love Georgia. I mean, I've been to Georgia. I went to see the Atlanta Falcons play when I was young. And I'm from Tennessee, small town, hillbilly mountain, I was a teenager, so this must have been between I was 13 and 17 or somewhere. My grandfather, World War II dude, we go to BFW, wherever they were at, hanging out, these old dudes, always talking about, it's weird now thinking back how much knowledge they had and how much bullshit they could see through. And I remember that the first time I heard about the Georgia Guidestones was from these old dudes, my grandfather. And what they said, what was weird, they were talking about like what Georgia's done been taken up. And they were talking, this is what was because of and it's hard to wrap your mind as a teenager. I wouldn't, consent laws. You want to go down and get some land because, hey, whatever you're doing, the consent, is it like 12 years old or 14 or something? So consent meaning if you're doing something and somebody, as long as they're cool with it, then it's fine. It's not a crime. That's what they were saying. They were talking about celebrities and rich people buying up stuff in Georgia. This is back in the 80s. Maybe so, man. Maybe so. But we can go down there, a little bit of money. Not back then, it was probably cheap to buy that land. And think about land. Isn't it zoned? Is it zoned for a macabre statue or whatever this thing was, monument? Well, it ain't zoned, so you have to go to that land. You have to buy another piece of property. That's zoned for the coding. You can put whatever you want on. Because when you break it down, it's like a Luciferian thought, like the stuff that they put on there, like keep population there 500 million, this and that. And I was like, hey, fair court says, whatever it was, they're talking. You're not letting The Heavenly Father do what he's got to do, his job. No, man, I'm going to, yeah, huh? And everything gets exposed, man. I don't care how many RC Christian aliases you use and how they keep a secret in Georgia. I mean, come on, man. People talking. They probably all know in hush whispers, like, who, I mean, somebody's got to know. It's a riddle wrapped inside a spider web. So yeah, they blew these things up. I saw the footage. So some guy like in a silver Honda Civic or something. Maybe that was, I don't know. That was the guy, say. And they used some pretty good, I don't know. The demo, it blew up one column and then it's not, they got to destroy it all. Or is that just a cover for, hey, we want to get rid of this thing? But they're taking down every kind of monument you can think of, man. You don't want to be a monument nowadays because they will tear you down. Again, I don't think that people should be that cunning and macabre about, let's see, what is it? I don't know. I don't get how people are like that. But if you got money, again, money trumps a lot of stuff. We want you to be secret about these monuments. Well, it's okay. And you got to probably keep paying. This is not one thing. I bet they have to keep on. I mean, I don't know. You try keeping something secret. Anybody, I mean, shit. People talk a lot. And that poor area of Georgia, which is probably needing money. Well, hey, he's gonna, or she's gonna, or are they gonna? I don't know. Somebody's gonna build something. And you can imagine, obviously, the people who built it that were in Georgia saw the blueprints and saw that, what are they? Or they didn't even understand. Who cares what they would do? This is money. It had to be something like that. Pay everybody off. Again, every state, every little town has certain types of groups that, do nefarious stuff or whatever it is, even controlling people. Again, people, certain types of personalities, they got to control everything. There's too many people. We got. Their power comes from their words. I mean, their thoughts. They, back in the day, way back in the day, they did some kind of like think tank, and they wanted to see like what was the most powerful weapon, who we could kill the most people, the shortest amount of money, and the typewriter. The typewriter, let's weaponize that, man. We get the newspapers, anything people read, they're gonna. So of course you use words like a spell, like a curse. In my humble opinion, a curse is what other people say about you or you say about yourself, and you guys believe it. You're cursed. Well, we think that no, I guess that's a curse. It in a cauldron with a bunch of frogs in it. No, it's and that's what you do. You put you put stuff out like that, like nanny boo boo. What are you going to do about it? That's another thing. People love that. Like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to find out? You're going to find out who RC Christian is? But there's always someone meaner and bigger and stronger. I mean, that's what the street teaches you. That don't be peacocking around like too much. Somebody will. Hey, they did some. Again, and that place is so heavily, cameras. I don't know, guarded, but. And why do they need all those cameras out there? Is that so important, that monument? Like, well, we got to protect the monument. Come hell or high water, we're keeping that. the people around that this is the thing, man. They blame others too. When the shit hits the fan, they're gonna be blamed. Well, you let them put up that. Well, they paid me. I was, I don't know. But again, I welcome the destruction of the Georgia Guidestones. Like, it's a guidestone. It's in stone to guide us to a better and brighter future. That's what we got. I think they built it like 1979. So they were on to people behind. Come on, they've had a plan for a while. They've been wanting to do a lot for a long time, all through time. It just didn't it isn't like a recent thing. They want to, for one, it's just control. And also when people are narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever, you can't explain crazy, man. They will, they make it, pretty sophisticated. They're little, well, we got to do and also I keep going back to my grandparents in the back in the day, consent laws. Like, people were moving into Georgia because it's just, you could do, as long as they're consenting. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, again, these are old hillbillies that we're talking about this, but I wouldn't even paint, come on with me. We're going down there. I like to hang out with those guys. They'd be whittling. Wait. They were spot on about certain things back then. This was before the internet, this, that, and that. These are World War II guys, so I guess they kind of knew. It's hard to pull the wool over these old dudes' eyes. They called it the greatest generation of all time, possibly, perhaps. But you couldn't, none of them went to college, but they all were smart and could build. I built my restaurant, and I do this, and I fix lawnmowers, and anything. Maybe those people are still around. I don't know. Again, I love my window, how the Zelle is on, and the other one back here. I'll get a green screen soon. Like a green screen, like me, like in a beach or some kind of like nice, like, no, probably not. And I love this house. I'm in an old house, like a Civil War era, old school. I like it. That's cool. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. Wow. It's been a while since we heard from the Georgia guy. Heard anything about it? And the footage I saw, there wasn't any like sparks or flash. It was just like smoke and destruction. You can watch the video. Again, I don't have a link in the description or anything, but you can find it and you'll find them. And you can also see the car, like that silver Honda Civic or whatever it was. Could that just be like, hey, you want to make $100? Well, Park, meet me out there. Well, he didn't show up. Just pull away, and dude didn't even know what's going on, and now they're looking for him. A diversion tactic you got to use. Now they done got my license plate, and they're going to blame that guy. Oh, he spray painted something the other day. Hey, that must be him. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, speculation. Could be. But we need to have more transparency as far as like nefarious shit. Like, what if I wanted to build a monument, buy some land, build some kind of my own little thing that I think, well, I think we should. Could I do? Probably not. For one, I don't got enough money. I don't have that kind of money. Pardon me, or power. Sometimes it's better to have power than money, or the illusion of power. That's it. You got power, you can just go take money. You got money, you might not have the power to keep people away from stealing that money. Is it better to have power or money? A little balance of both, maybe? But yeah, I have a feeling that they're either A, never going to find out who did it, or B, blame some poor dude or girl, whatever, whoever it is. I have a feeling that's what's going on. And I'm surprised there wasn't more vandalism all through the year. Like, I think they spray painted it once or twice or something, but they didn't, they're not, And are they going to sell parts of the, dude's going to be buying pieces of, oh, this is the original piece of the Georgia guy. I'll give you. Or what are they going to, are they going to rebuild? What are they going to do? Just put a statue of Baphomet who that's what we're trying to say. Well, now times change. We can do that. That it ease us in with the Georgia Guidestones. And now they can say a statue of Moloch. I don't know. We don't know. They're not telling us anything. We don't even know who built this thing like 40 years ago or more than 40. Who knows? I'm not good at math. Who is this RC Christian? RC Christian. Dude, if you show up somewhere, like, oh, what's your name? RC Christian. Can I see an ID, please? Show your fake ID. People use aliases. Hell, when they arrested Oswald, the guy that supposedly killed JFK, he had a couple IDs. I think it was like Alex Heidel or something. Like, are you Alex Heidel? And you know what he told him? And this is when he was arrested. You're the cop. You figure it out. What? Huh? Cuckoo. And sometimes multiple people will use a fake ID. It's like a communal alias. Yeah, that's a thing. Probably to this day. We used to use like spies, like dress them as nuns and priests. You got to the point where, like, hey, we're not letting any more priests down here in Mexico because there ain't no priest. You guys aren't, huh? What? You would think that their public records, and I'm sure you can get them, but they're just going to say RC Christian, the guy who would not, and then the guy said a statement, oh, I vowed I wouldn't say. Why? Are you scared? Like, I ain't going to say because they threat. Maybe that is what happened. We may never know. It's a mysterious world. Again, I'm going to keep my eye on this. What's going on with what are they going to do with this land? What are they going to do with the chips of the stones? Are they just going to remount those somewhere? Like, well, this is the remnants of the. Maybe. Or have they already gotten rid of it, like buried it or just crushed it? We don't know. Or maybe some people don't. It hadn't came out yet. But yeah, it's strange. Real strange. And I think that it's going to get stranger. I'm sure there might even be stuff we don't even know about. Like, yeah, that kind of thing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just, this eccentric dude who, RC, you know him. He's from Georgia. I doubt he's from Georgia. And again, keep in your mind, the grandfather, those World War II guys, consent laws. They were serious about that and pissed. They're about to get. They're all buying land in Georgia. They consent. You know what they're going to be. And they were saying it was like celebrities and politicians and this, that, and the other. I don't know. I mean, how did they know? I mean, there's only 2 roads getting into where I'm from. I mean, there's like 4 stop lights in town. I mean, like 2,000 people, man, small town. People know. I don't know how small this place was in Georgia, but I'm sure it wasn't a metropolis where. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a little sushi place you can go to. That's amazing. But look, I love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.